So, hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Pallegney by MA7 Studios. So, since the last episode I bailed up that last field we were doing, and I have collected up all our straw bales. This is the second load. There's 3 left over in the field over there. I am cheating, I am using auto load on the trailer. I'm not using the auto load script, it is just auto load that is on the Pallegney, I think it's pronounced Pallegney trailer that is available on ModHub. So it works similar to the Brogan and whatnot by 4D modding. We'll get these last 3 collected up. So that should have given us 43 straw bales, I think. It should tell us in the storage. Drop the trailer off and see. So I've taken the John Deere up to the shop. It's sitting up there ready to be sold. We definitely need a better gearbox, although I have noticed that the baler desperately needs repaired. It is basically on 0, so that may have been contributing to the struggle. So let's see, we have 51 round bales of straw in there is what we have. No more than I thought. So that's a good start for bedding for once we get our buffalo. So also, as I said in the last episode, now I'm recording these back to back, so there may have been comments. I cannot find, if it finishes saving, where we have these 10,000 litres of cement bricks, the prefab wall, the wood beams, and the long planks. Although there's a fair bit of money there, there's well over 100,000 in that we could sell right now, but I can't find it. So if any of you know where it is, let me know so I can go and sell it, and we can use the money to expand our machinery, or even go to as far as getting our buffalo once we have feed. So what we will do is, like I said, that's at the stock shop. I'm not sure how much this is worth, but I don't really, probably won't really use it. So international, it's 22. Yeah, there you can see it was 0% on the baler. So yeah, we have 22,000 for that. So we get 54,000 for the 2 of those. And the tractor we're looking at getting, we would probably just about manage to afford it, but we would have no money left at all. But we'll take this up there. We'll sell them. We'll get the money in the bank. And we'll take it from there. So we're going to have to make a decision what we're going to do with all our fields. Certainly the two smaller fields that we did here at the yard, this one and the one next to it, plan to make into one. could do with possibly another grass field. So we do have that 2 small fields that we could turn into grass fields that we harvested in the last episode. Because they're kind of a bit small and awkward for getting around with the harvester the whole time. It'd be a bit easier, probably, to take some grass off of it. So there's the trigger, that's what we're looking for. Well, we may as well repair it and repaint it. Same with that, set that. So we do have enough to buy the base version of the tractor. Won't leave us with much money at all. And I didn't expect there to be anything else in the sale yet. Nope. So I think we will just skip forward into the next day, if I can remember the sleep trigger is. I think it's around here. And we'll see what we can do in September. So we are into September now. Had a bit of property maintenance there. So we'll see how our chickens are doing. Still not making many eggs. I don't think they make a lot unless you have a lot of chickens. So probably never make very much from these, but yeah, they're not eating very much either. So, what can we do? We are in September, so we can plant barley and canola, oilseed radish, and wheat, and grass, obviously. Then in the spring, we could do oats. So I think we want to be looking at planting something in our fields this month. Have a quick look at contracts, see what we have here, just for some money coming in. Because we do have our own 2 grass fields to do yet, but we don't have a wrapper, and ideally I would want to do it for silage. But yeah, I think what we'll do we have a chainsaw? We do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go and cut down these 2 trees. Over here. We aren't going to put them into anything, we are just going to use lumberjack mod and dispose of them. So that gets rid of that, so we can plough these together. Our fields do need ploughed. So we do have a plough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this loader off because we don't need it on at the moment. I think the front weights are in here, which we probably need for the plough. I think the plough is in the shed behind us. I'm not sure what one we have, what one it's given us. If we can get all our field prep done here. First, so we will make a bit of an angle across this corner to join these two fields up. So I think it's Y to create fields. I could use the black sheep modding plough, which will be all nice and square and neat. I probably struggle horsepower wise to pull it at the minute. I'll join these up and then we will get the rest of it limed and ploughed up as well, ready for planting. So I think probably barley. We don't have any productions that we need anything for other than milk currently. It's definitely the black sheep modern plough would make this easier. But we shall try and use the traditional moldboard plough. There is the issue with it, is a small tractor, a big plough and a bit of struggle. We're getting there. So I've no doubt all our fields need ploughed, but we'll probably stagger them over the years. We'll plough some this year, some next year, so that we're not having to basically spend a whole year ploughing everything up at the same time. Yeah, we're definitely a bit underpowered for this. think what we will do for now, we'll join these up. We will just cultivate this field instead of ploughing it. Get it lined, get it ready. And I might do a short time-lapse video and I'll plough up a couple of the other fields, especially if we can't afford to buy a slightly more powerful tractor. But that'll join that together for now. So we just switch off create fields so that we don't accidentally make something when we drop this down. And I am sure the cultivator was in the same field, in the same shed next to us. So I do like using the conventional plough, but I do know it's not the most exciting video to watch, and so I will stick it on a time lapse when I do some of the other fields. So we will see if ever. Get rid of that. We'll go joining that up, so we made one big field. I'll do 3 headlands. I'll give ourselves a little bit more space, we'll do 4. And that'll do. So, I think on that I shall do a quick time lapse. Getting this cultivated up, getting it ready. Be back with you all very shortly. So we're nearly there with our beginning of our field work. Cultivating was a mammoth task with the size of that cultivator. We've made quite a big field now. We're just a way to run out of lime. We're not going to have enough of that to complete our field, so we have to nip to the shop quickly and pick up another couple of bags. I'm sure there'll probably be a lime buy point somewhere on the map. Not sure where it is right this minute, but as the shop's just here, we shall quickly grab a couple of extra bags of lime. So you start with that 8,000 litres in the yard. We definitely need more horsepower. The tractor's struggling with the cultivator, struggling with the weight we have in the back of the fertiliser spreader. So we shall buy 4 of those. It's interesting, you can actually finance your lime and fertiliser with a finance mod. So are we going to be able to reload, or have we got the bug where we need to jump out and jump back in to reload? Let's find out. Yep, jump back in and out. Now that's only been since the last update, so I'm not sure why it does that. But we'll get these 4 in, we'll finish that field. Well, that's filling. We are going to buy our tractor. So we will go with the 660. The front loader attacher. It's going to use up nearly all our money, but we will do a contractor too. So the biggest engine is going to be way out of our price range. So we can't even afford to go to 165. Let's have 165 on the 550, but yeah, I'd rather the bigger engine. So as we definitely need the more horsepower, I think if we go into the financing screen, I think we will borrow 35,000 just to tide us over, make sure we've got a bit of cash in the bank. That'll give us 205 horsepower and a front loader attacher if it's needed. So that's expensive. We'll get the lineman finished, and then we do have our 2 grass fields to cut, and we will look at getting a contractor too. Hopefully there'll be a grass cutting contract, mowing contract in there. Just take a quick shortcut across the roundabout. Yeah, we'll look at getting some mowing done. We've got our own fields to do that we need to get done. And hopefully there'll be a contractor too that will bring in a bit of income. As we can bale up the grass from that, that will then give us some, we don't have a wrapper, but it will give us some feed for buying some goats. But we'll get all that sorted in the next episode. We'll get this field finished. So if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying the videos on, try and pronounce it properly, Pallegney. Hopefully that's not majorly wrong. And I hope to see you all again soon, back on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for watching.